We have a big misunderstanding in today's society with what love is, the definition of what love is. Love is not what society has deemed it. Love in our society today is contractual. It is not truly what love is. In today's society, all we see is people out there saying 6 foot, 6 feet, or 6 foot tall, 6 inches, 6 figures. Oh, you don't have that. Let me measure your waist. And we see all this combative talk going back and forth, arguing about who is worthy of love. But the truth of the matter is that's because your love is based on contractual agreements. And when you don't get the thing that you want, the relationship ends. So it's not based on love. But society's got it all screwed up. Because all that love is, the universe doesn't really care. See, there is no meaning to life. There's zero meaning to it. You are creating it. And all that love is, it's a love language. And it doesn't judge. Love is a transmission of energy and information. And the universe doesn't judge that. It's your judgment that is actually creating the pain and the suffering that you're going through in life. So when for instance, if you manifest cancer, you manifest, because you're creating everything, whether you know it or not. You're not doing it on purpose, but you are doing it. If you have cirrhosis of the liver, if you have let's say IBS or a mitral valve prolapse, you're creating that on a subconscious level. There's an internalization, denial, and disconnection from emotion. And that's what restricts the flow of energy. When you resist the flow of life, you die. And so it's actually love that you receive illness. It's love that you receive painful relationships, because it's a mirror showing you what you must change in your life. It's happening for you, not to you. You are not a victim. And there should be gratitude. Gratitude is love in action. There should be gratitude towards that. You should be saying thank you to pain, to fear, and challenge, because it's guiding you. It's your direction, because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And in that, knowing that's why you're here, manifested in a physical matter, it helps you overcome that. And there is great power within you that you access when you listen to the messages from the universe. But most people don't want to listen. They want to feel like they're victim. They don't have control. And when it comes to love, and you need those things outside of you, that creates the pain and the suffering. When you never had to go through the pain and the suffering in the first place, and all you do is understand that love is a transmission of energy and information. And so the health issues that you're experiencing are happening for your ascension. You never had to deal with it, but you created it on that subconscious level. And sometimes the universe is too perfectly designed to be fair, and you are born here as a generational curse breaker, and your job was to overcome the family's trauma that was there. And so you had to discover that you didn't know why your life was screwed up, that you worked really hard and you were an honest person, but you chose that as a mission when you came here. So you knew that you could overcome it. But you chose to live in the chronic derp state, depressed, and say, I have no control over my life. This is what the cards I'm dealt. I can't overcome. I can't. Right? The person says I can, and the person says I can't. But if you say you cannot do something, you will never, ever do it. The mind or the body follows your mind. That's how it works. So if you truly, with all your heart, know, not believe, know that you can overcome these things, and they're just messages from the universe. There's lessons, not prison sentences. Then you will. And money, love, and health are the things that everybody wants, because that fills their ego. But what happens when you obtain those? Now you have money, you have love, you have health. You have all these amazing things. And the stars and the planets shift. And then life changes. And you're given a different lesson, a different opportunity. It's a gift in strange wrapping paper. And then all of a sudden you go back to your derp state, sad and depressed. The true reason of life is to overcome the karmic cycles of the astrological signs and the planets as they shift. We don't know what's going to happen to us. All we have control over is our perception. And your perception is your divinity, which is a set of limitations you set through that perception. So instead of living in the society where you need something outside of you, where you truly can't love because you need something and it's a contractual agreement, choose to go with the flow of life and receive the information from the universe and live in unconditional love like the universe. Don't judge situations. Don't judge other people, right? Forgiveness of other people isn't about approving of their behavior and the way they live their life and the things that they do that we consider evil. You may not want to harm others, but others have programs that are there that allow them to do that. Forgiveness is the ability to understand someone else's perspective. Doesn't mean you have to accept it. It means that you understand the programming that is there that caused them to be in that experience and do those horrendous acts you call. But the universe is just sending love. It's not judging it. It's just information and energy that's transmitting. And what's amazing is you have control over that energy because you have immense amounts of love that flow through you and through your heart. It's the disconnection from that leads to pain and suffering. So, do you really truly want to go through life and live in that contractual agreement where you only receive from others because you never truly love yourself? You have to receive something from others to be validated. It's the validation seeking that exists because you're going to one day work your ass off being in that energy, and you will be successful and burn yourself out. And then you're going to wind up with some chronic illness, or you're going to get married and people grow and they change, and then that person leaves and you're back to where you started. Pain and suffering because you never really valued yourself. You never really truly understood what love meant. To live life and experience enlightenment means you understand forgiveness and love. You know how to transmit energy, and you know how to receive information and listen to the feedback the universe is giving you, because that's all there is. With there being no meaning to life because you're creating it. And the resistance to energy and information is why you're experiencing painful events. Otherwise you wouldn't judge them. What do you want to experience in your life? And why? That's the thing you have to focus on. Why do you truly want those things? Why do you want money? Why do you want health? If you're given the health that you desire, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to make a difference in this world? What's your soul's mission? What feels right in your heart? If you manifest in a soulmate, a partner, most people don't want soulmates because they just want someone to coddle them. A soulmate challenges you. They help you grow, they help you ascend. But let's say you manifest in that partner of your dreams. Why do you want that? What are you guys planning to do together? What are you building together? Because let me tell you, just building finances and running around in a derp state, going on vacations, that's not what this existence is about. Enjoy life, do those things. Absolutely. But there's a bigger mission to why you're here. And if you're not living in that, you're going to get karmic situations that occur over and over and over until one day you realize, I'm a spiritual being. And I have everlasting life. And I'm here for a reason. This is just the figment of my imagination. I'm creating it. It's the Matrix. It's a vibrational frequency. I'm forming it with my mind, and the matter I see and everything around me is my responsibility to change. And what kind of world do I want to see? Because you'll reincarnate and go through the same things over and over and over every single lifetime until you finally wake up and learn about love and what love truly is. Because it is not conditional. It is the ability to receive information and energy and transmute it. That's all it is. There is no judgment on it. The universe doesn't care if you're suffering because you're creating it. You are doing that. You have to own the power that is within you, the power that was given to you by God, our creator, and realize it's just biophotons. It's light information transmitting. And you're a light being. So don't define love like the rest of society. And just look at the situation for what it is. Sit in your heart. And you just sit in your heart, listen to it beat. Because if it's calm, you're on the right path. If it's erratic and fast, you're heading down the wrong road. It's not the right path for you. Not the right relationship. It's not the right business move. It's not the right biohack. It's not the right doctor to see. Not the right spiritual teacher to visit, right? There's lots of different gurus out there you can listen to. I don't care if you listen to me or not. This journey is through you. It's not through anybody else. I love to help people understand the love language of the universe and ascend and create the things that they want. But oftentimes they get there and then they're still empty. Until they come to that realization that they are judging life, and that's what's creating their pain and suffering. And that they just have to learn to love the process of ascension. Living in the different densities, being able to transmute in and out in different ones, right? All the way up to the 12th density. Inner body chakras go up to the 7th density, but we have a 12th density. It goes way out. It goes into super collective, the collective consciousness, and that's what we want to make a big impact on. One day, as people awaken into the age of Aquarius, because people are followers and not leaders, this will happen. It's just a transition, but remember, in that transition, there always has to be polarity. Otherwise, you wouldn't appreciate the love. There has to be hatred, or you wouldn't appreciate love. There has to be narcissistic relationships, or you wouldn't appreciate love. There has to be poverty, or you wouldn't appreciate the freedom and the wealth. There has to be sickness, or you wouldn't appreciate the health. These are just things that are teaching you. They're teaching you love, not to judge. It's just energy and information. That's all it is. So receive the messages with gratitude and say thank you to health challenges and thank you to painful relationships. Even the craziest stuff, say thank you. Rape and incest, poverty, hunger, say thank you. Because that's how you transmute that. It's with gratitude. And that helps you realize the power that's within you that you can change. And own the understanding that love is just energy and information transmitting. It is not the society normal of conditional acceptance that everyone else has decided to live under.